Bible summary chapter per chapter. The Book of Exodus. Chapter 22. In Exodus chapter 22, God tells Israel about the laws he made about property and making things right. In this chapter, there are also rules about people who use magic or sacrifice children. Laws about the theft of animals. The first set of rules in Exodus 22 is about property and who owns what. God said that anyone who stole would be punished because they broke the eighth commandment. If someone was caught taking a sheep or ox to sell or kill, for example, that person would have to pay back the person who was hurt by giving them 4 for every stolen sheep or ox. You have to give back 5 sheep or oxen. Oxen were worth more because they could do more work, so the price for stealing them was higher. If the criminal killed while committing the crime, so be it. If the thief couldn't pay for the animals he stole, he had to work as a slave until he paid for his crime. Laws regarding other property. Damage caused by fire and stealing from a neighbor are 2 other crimes that this chapter talks about. A judge would decide on these cases, and the person who did something wrong would usually have to pay back the loss with double the amount of goods or be enslaved. If 2 neighbors made a deal that says one of them will take care of the other's property, a judge had to decide if any loss was caused by willful neglect. But if it turned out that the property had been stolen, the neighbor who took care of it was breaking the law. The evidence would be used to decide how to handle any smaller damages that didn't cause a real loss or the death of an animal. Laws about witchcraft and sacrifice. The last part of Exodus 22 talks about things like cheating, sorcery, betrayal, and sacrificing children. If a man was found guilty of seducing a virgin who wasn't engaged to be married, he would have to pay the woman's father and marry her. If the virgin was about to get married, the person who was with her would be killed. Anyone who used magic would also be put to death. It was also against the law to betray an orphan or widow. God also said there were rules about lending money to other people and getting interest on the loan. At the end of this chapter, there are laws against child sacrifice, which was common at the time. Instead of making sacrifices, the Lord told the people to give God their firstborn son and their firstborn animals. The whole of Exodus 22 is about this. Please subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of the new videos. I am glad you chose to watch. Thank you and may God bless you all.